Hello, this is the MCCi Dev Q&A, where you can ask us all the questions about open beta and all the stuff that's coming. Before we get started, we'll all introduce ourselves and pronoun check. I'm Noctis Mori. I am mediating this. I'm community manager for MCCi and Noxcrew, and I go by she, her. Daniel?
I'm Daniel. I mostly develop events and sometimes show up for Island, like now when we need a lot of extra help. And my pronouns are he, him.
I'm Chase. I'm the game design lead here on Island. I manage everything beyond the minigames, and I am he, him.
I'm.
Sorry, Isaac.
Is there an order? I'm Isaac. I do the game design and music for MCCi Island and event. I am a he, him.
I'm Kieran. I'm the lead developer for MCCi Island, and my pronouns are they, them.
I'm Noxite.
Really helpful stuff.
Okay.
Are you okay?
How would one refer to you?
I didn't mean it. Sorry, I was actually
Don't
writing
refer to
a
him.
message like, bam. All right. So
What's going on?
Oh, I thought I'd said that. I'm sorry, that's my bad. Go.
yeah, wait. I was just waiting for these people to come in so then I can announce myself. I needed a little bit more of an audience.
Okay.
You gotta feed his ego a bit more.
Jokes. I'm making jokes right now. Okay.
The recording's
Until there
gonna
are
show.
500 people here, he will not say another word.
I typed out the message
Right.
and then came straight over and didn't send the message to everyone. That is totally my bad. I apologize.
If we get to 500, Nox will do his introduction. So come on, let's get to 500, everybody. Come on. Let's get the people.
No, you
Tell
don't
your
get to know what he
friends.
does.
No.
We're getting close. 80 more.
Yeah,
Come on.
420?
I've made myself sound like an absolute egomaniac.
Yeah.
I like the people
It's
leaving
550
out
now.
principle.
We're upping
He's
the level.
really shy,
Yeah,
but 500 people, guys, and he'll talk. Come on.
No,
He's got the opposite of stage fright.
I just
It's small crowd
recognize.
fright.
He's got
Look.
inverse stage fright.
I just recognize that people flock to things when you have now in bold capital letters, right? But when it's 30 minutes time or whatever, you know what we're like. We're all like this. We all do this. Well, except me. I load up the event like an hour before on Twitch or something.
Liar.
Yeah, I'm nerdy like that. But I used to be. Do you know? Sometimes you're just busy. You're busy finishing off that Overwatch match or the
that's what I'm
CS:GO or
thinking.
whatever
Tell me
crap
about
games other people play.
2-hour roadmap meeting.
Are we actually
Can you
gonna?
really say this
We
when
are
you've
stalled
delayed an
up on
event
you,
once?
Steph. Come on.
No, we said 500. We're almost there.
Yeah, come on.
No, I'm kidding. Okay. Okay. So I'm Stefan /Noxite.
Those are his pronouns, by the way.
I'm. Yeah, because what other pronouns does the egomaniac have? And yeah, I'm project manager, bit of creative direction, and my pronouns are he/him.
Cool. So now that we can actually start, if you have any questions, ask them in the chat. The boys will be looking through it as we go. I'm going to leave you guys to it, and I'll get back to you at the end. So have a good time, everyone. See you in a bit.
Bye, Noctis.
What do we do? She's just left us. I don't know what to do. What do we do?
Get a question, I guess.
Oh, should we just
When
Isaac,
new
do you wanna-
games will come out?
Flipping hell, look at those questions.
Yeah, are we gonna do this structured again? Are we gonna get fed questions? Or are we just gonna go?
Don't know.
Okay, all right,
We're gonna
that's a
find
good one to
questions. All right,
begin. All
brilliant.
right. How do you all feel about MCCi Island finally getting into open beta, and how does it feel to have gotten so big as a community?
Daniel, start us off.
I'm happy to finally get into open beta. There's a lot of cool stuff to code. There's a lot of cool stuff to release, and I've been busy with events for a while. Now I'm getting into Island is releasing, cool stuff is happening. I'm getting interested.
I think, it's just really awesome when open beta comes along and we get even more people playing on Island with us. It's just going to be wonderful. Really excited about that, yeah.
It's gonna be really cool to
Just the idea that anybody can play it now. It's not restricted, you know.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
everyone can come on and experience it in a state that we're actually like satisfied with, and we have a framework to work off of. So like, we have a baseline. We can keep adding to that baseline. It's going to be the same thing with new stuff, instead of it being like a massive change, like it's going to be from closed beta to open beta. So it's just really exciting to feel like we have something stable, basically.
Yeah, I think that the most annoying thing about working on something like a server is that you spend so long in the early days working on the structural stuff of like how the rest of the server is going to progress and live on from the point that you launch. And that's why we've been kind of quietly in the background developing things, not pushing like a ton of updates to the closed beta. And it's because we've just been completely, reworking parts of the structure that we think we need for MCCi Island to go forward. And once open beta comes out, it's only cool new content and features and systems that from there on out, and we're really excited about that. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's about like laying the foundations for all of the things to come in the future, which is, I think, the most exciting part.
And it's been long enough. Like, do you know those stories you always hear about like video games being like 5 years in development and 10 years and stuff like that, like Cyberpunk? You suddenly start to realize why that's the case. And I don't like, some people are like, it's just a Minecraft server. That stuff should take months. But oh man, the amount of decisions you have to make and structures you have to set up to actually do something properly, it just takes time.
You go back on something you've already done and redo it into something else, or redesign something, or have to fundamentally redevelop a system because of some design change.
There's so much going on every day.
Yeah.
Probably been quicker if we started it 10 years ago.
We would have been done by now.
We would have tried to launch with just not as much content.
It'd be pretty impressive to launch the server before MCC started. Wow.
All right, anyway, next question, yeah. Let's okay. What can we expect in open beta?
Oh boy.
I think
Do you want me to do?
Yeah, go on.
All right. Well, other than, of course, Parkour Warrior and its 3 game modes, which are coming out, there's a shit ton of... Sorry, can I use that word? I don't know.
It's 2.1. I think we should refer to Parkour Warrior as 2.1 game modes.
Yeah.
Sorry, 2.1 game modes coming for Parkour Warrior. Beyond that, there's a lot of stuff coming for the server and the economy and things to do. We've got a lot of new progression systems. We've got a lot of new things for you to interact with and engage with. So, I mean, we released an open beta article that covered some of them. There are a bunch of things we didn't mention, and we will cover them more soon, and you'll see information on them soon. But to summarize, you're getting a battle pass, you're getting game passes, which are like battle passes, but they don't expire, and they're linked to the games. You're getting a ton of questing additions and changes, lots of new stuff to do, lots of new consumable items to use. You are getting lots of new badges and stuff to engage with there. So many new progression stuff tied in with that. Cosmetics give champion score, a whole new collection aspect behind that. So many new items that do things and help you in your progressions. You got new shops coming out. You get the scavenging system, which will help you deal with your duplicates and remove duplicate cosmetics and other things like that. You will have a new crafting system coming out where you'll be able to make lots of new stuff. And God, I think more, but that's a good summary. Anyway.
Oh, there was hold on, you missed something. I forgot what it was.
Well, I could do Master Gate, Crate Machine. We got
no, not that one. Not no, it's gone.
Okay.
There was something I was like, don't forget that really exciting thing, and then can't remember.
All right. I don't know what it is. There's a lot of stuff coming, even more than I mentioned, and we're gonna talk about it all soon. Obviously we're getting very close to open beta, so you'll see it all soon. But yeah, there's just a lot.
Yeah, so mostly structural progression systems, and then obviously the big thing is Parkour Warrior. But Parkour Warrior will come as 2 parts. Remember that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be pretty obvious.
I saw a question asking if both Parkour Warrior modes come out at once, or are they delayed? I saw a question about that.
1.1 game modes will come out, and then the other 1 game mode will come out a little bit later.
Very quickly, but not
very quickly.
Yeah.
It's just sort of like, just a tease. It's just to tease
Yeah,
people.
the first mode you get, that's the Parkour Warrior. This is
Yeah.
like the course mode that you see on event. That will be coming on open beta launch, and then this new other mode will be coming just a bit later.
Oh, there's so many questions. We could not.
Yeah.
We just
Turn-
need
just
to.
turn.
How do we even do this?
Go quick. These are
Oh,
quick
sorry.
answers.
Okay. All right. Will there be private lobbies / games? Yes. Not on open beta though.
Soon
Not
after, we're
on
working on
open
them.
beta, but
coming.
Soon
ASAP.
TM.
All right. We wanted it. I will say we wanted it for open beta. It's looking like we just won't hit it in time, but we definitely want it because we honestly they're cool. They'll be cool. It'll solve a lot of like cool issues that people are having, and allow people to like run their own private tournaments using private lobbies. So definitely on the near future roadmap. Like we wanted it for open beta, just didn't get enough time.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were
and, like,
planning
a
on
lot
it
of
for open
the-
beta, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of the back end, like behind the scenes work for it is done. It's just about that like last 10% to get it ready and actually workable, which we will get out once we're in open beta. It'll be pretty soon after. Soon TM.
Oh, do you know what? I want to answer a question that's not even being answered. Sorry, that's not even been asked. Because I saw it asked. No, I saw it on a tweet, right? So we announced that we were leaving closed beta and going into open beta. And I saw a comment that was like, oh my God, just please get out of beta already. I wanted to explain the difference between open beta, what open beta means compared to like a launch. And the only reason that we're calling it an open beta rather than a launch is because we think that there's going to be quite a couple of bugs to iron out in the original, like initial period of open beta. And structurally, MCCi Island hasn't hit the initial vision that we wanted yet. So once we eventually release all the features that we want, and then we'll be at a point where we're saying, yep, that's the MCCi Island that we originally wanted to make with all the features that we wanted originally, and that's 1.0.
Just
So
once
there's
we
actually
release
no-
more of the core, to be clear. We'll still be releasing more content after the release. Just there's a bunch of core features that we don't have yet. And once we have those ones, then we'll be released.
Yeah.
Like a button.
Hopefully that makes sense. So there's no wipes or anything like that during open beta or beyond that. So like, it'll feel a bit like a release, but with bugs. So loads of bugs that people complain, and then people respond going, chill out, dude, it's open beta, let them off.
I want to churn through more of these.
Okay. Yeah, which one do you like?
I will do how frequently are we going to get more updates / games? And I will answer this obviously very vague and generic.
I think
I
we should
got
answer
it.
that one.
Yeah, it's
But
not it's
if
not
I can, like-
answerable really.
It is answerable.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give dates or time ranges, but I just want to say that like considerably more frequently than what you're getting over the course of closed beta. Like we are going to be updating based on a framework. We spent all
Yeah.
of closed beta working on
God,
one
he's making
big
promises. He's making promises.
thing. I'm not really. We
What-
spent all of closed beta working on basically one big thing, which is open beta. There was some other stuff that we worked on and released during closed beta, but most of the development time and work and design work obviously was all put towards open beta. But now that we're in open beta, we're focused on adding to it. So you'll see more stuff more frequently. But obviously, I'm not
Yeah.
going to give like I can't give you times. I'm
We-
not going to tell you how frequently. Just more frequently than before, obviously.
Map content will be quite frequent.
I think.
Yeah.
Look, the
get a
biggest
lot done.
difference. Everything we're preparing for open beta is like this massive bulk update, and I think once we're post open beta, everything will just come out in bits. So it'll just be like more updates and more things actually like majorly changing, and yeah. Also, someone asked what server host do we use, and we use Minecraft Realms. I'm kidding.
Not true.
It was just a no. They asked you use a server host or a server hosting website. I thought that was just a funny question.
Do you want to
Server
answer it, or
host.
you just go
Server
fucking
host.
wide open?
Server host, all right, not Minecraft. I thought that was funny.
Yeah, I think like the thing about the games, one of the things that we spoke about the most was, not wanting to release too much content while we're in closed beta because everyone won't be able to play it. And a lot of the great part about being in open beta is being able to just release more stuff, not necessarily more quicker, but like stuff for people to do, and not having that like, you know, in the back of your head going, oh, well, we might as well save this for later because not everyone can play it now. So that's one of the biggest things.
It'll be here and everyone can play it.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw a question I keep seeing is what will happen to people with the fast pass in open beta? And the answer is that while we do want to get that player cap up, and we'll be, you know, obviously trying to get it to a point where everyone can play at the same time, there will still be a player cap. And so your fast pass, there will still be a queue in open beta. So people with fast pass will still be able to use it there. Obviously, eventually we do want to make it so like player cap's very high, but it's going to be gradual. So your fast pass will still work there. You'll still have it.
Yeah, the thing that like people, if any of you were around during the very, very early days of closed beta, what you will remember is that you know, we would hit the cap, and then we would like you know, look at performance, see how we're handling, see if we need to get more hardware and stuff, and then use that to scale up. So it will be a sort of very similar process is when we start hitting player caps, you know, then we can take a step back, analyze performance, and keep it up again. So there is likely to be queues, but yeah, the fast passes will stay fast queuing basically.
And you'll keep all the other stuff as well that you bought from the store, as we have tried to make very clear.
I mean, speaking of the store, there's a 20% discount on last
go
chance to go grab those
buy
cool
them,
closed
buy some
beta
stuff
trails and hats and
if you
things.
want it before on forever. Last time
Yeah,
you'll
I
ever
can,
get that founder's crown, founder's aura.
No, let me explain the detail. Yeah, so for everyone who looked at the MCCi Island store during closed beta, there were the bundles that sold the Founder's Crown along with it. So it was like a bundle for the rank, but you also got the Founder's Crown and the Aura at a higher rank. These are two cosmetics that are only available during the closed beta. And once we close the web store, when we close on the 16th of May, you won't be able to pick up those cosmetics anymore. So only the people who bought it during closed beta will ever have those cosmetics for the future of MCCi Island. And that's that. That's the full detail. So
Yep, good. Sorry.
I kind of wanted to go off something you said. Well, all right, quickly. When is the wipe coming? It's happening on the 16th of May. When we close, that's when your stuff gets wiped.
Except the web store purchases and
Yes.
punishments, which are also staying.
Yeah, so when you log back into open beta, you'll still have your Founder's Crown, the gems that you got with your package, and you'll have the Founder's Aura and your rank as well. And
your
the Fast Pass.
Yeah. The first season, or all seasons, our rough plan is to have them be about 3 months. Keep seeing that question, so that's probably how long they'll last. We're still figuring it out, but we want to kind of line them up with the actual real world seasons, hopefully, as in like the summer season, fall season, etc. So that's probably what you can expect, but that is subject to change. We're still, you know, setting that in stone, I guess.
No, the apartment system is not coming out with Parkour Warrior. It's a huge system. Apartment system is a huge system, and I think I told this story last time, but really funnily, we had it working like a year into development, and some of the testers probably remember that when we went to someone's apartment and we played like musical chairs.
Yeah,
with
we
some
had
of the furniture.
incredibly basic gray box framework version of that system. Yes.
Yeah,
working originally.
We've decided that it's a much bigger system, and we think we can do a lot with it, but we need to give it the time to be able to do that. So don't expect that anytime soon.
But it's really important to us to get it out. It's a super core part of our server. It's just a huge deal. So there's a lot of stuff that we are putting more priority on for now.
Yeah. What rewards do people get for being in closed beta? Okay. I really want to give. I'm just going to say it on this Discord.
You basically confirmed it.
I really want to give everyone who tested, who is a part of closed beta, a badge. Yeah. So you can pin it on your profile.
Be with Legacy Champion score, and you can have it on there, show everyone that you were cool. That is probably what we'll give everybody.
Yeah, and this goes just. I just want to say it's a task that I made on the backlog to make this happen. I did not consult a developer.
No, it's fine.
With
We'll,
how
we'll do it.
possible
We'll do
it
it.
is to make this badge.
It's
I
possible.
just
It's
wanna
possible.
put that
It'll
out
happen.
We're pushing the release back a week now, but you know we can we can do it.
I
Okay,
spotted a question asking if there'll be music in MCCi for open beta. It won't be in open beta, but we are looking to get music for the games, potentially hub music as well for the island. Not too far away, but sometime in open beta. Yeah.
I think the way we're discussing it is to do like an optional resource pack on login. So people who can handle bigger downloads will be able to like select it. That's the current idea of how we want to solve that. If it doesn't work great, there'll probably be some other idea, but you know.
Yeah.
The
I think
biggest
we'll also
problem-
still allow people to use like a mod if they're like a mod that would be playing, you know, the music. You'll still be able to do that if you rather.
I think the biggest problem that we recognize is that like a lot of server resource pack downloading isn't very robust, and if a resource pack is too big, it can cause a lot of kind of download failure rates. So that's why music was never in the resource pack in the first place, because we wanted it to just the resource pack to stay small, and music and sound take an unbelievable amount of space in resource packs. So
Yeah, it's something that like works very well on the event because all the streamers have these big beefy computers, super fast internet and stuff. But we understand that not everyone that's playing MCCi Island will have that, and it's quite important for us to make sure the experience is good for everyone, like absolutely everyone who plays, and not just those with super fast internet or super good computers. So it's something we're constantly working on.
Chase, I remembered what you forgot. And
What did I forget?
but we'll answer this in this question, this great question, and this is for everyone in this call. What open beta system are you the most excited about?
What did I forget?
Well, I can answer that. I'm very excited for the Parkour Warrior game mode that comes out a little bit later to launch. Does that count? Because that's not open beta launch. Yeah. I'm very excited for that game mode, as well as Parkour Warrior.
Game mode.
But especially that game mode, I can see myself playing that a lot. There's not,
So,
I'm just really excited to play that game mode and be really good at it and win many games against all of you guys.
I will add more detail to this. So, the initial Parkour Warrior that will launch with open beta is sort of like a courses mode where you can load up a Parkour Warrior course and kind of like time trial it and practice on it. And you have like a bunch of functions where you can kind of like set certain obstacles on repeat, so that if you really want to train like a single obstacle, you can keep running it, and every time you achieve the obstacle, it'll teleport you back to the beginning of the obstacle, so you can keep running over and over and again. And you can kind of switch the way that you can loop things. So there's kind of like a practice method, and then you can kind of go into like a challenge mode where you get timed on your like the entire course, right?
But because the course is laid out like event, we have different like ways you can complete. So you can complete just by going down the main path, not doing any sides, and just completing the course. So everybody can actually complete these courses and compete for times, which is really good.
Yeah. There's like three tiers. It's
three
like
different completion types.
Yeah. So it's sort of like a social experience a little bit where you're not directly versing anyone in the lobby unless you're like challenging each other for times. But you'll be able to like see other people on the same courses, and it's very like a soloable game because we don't have that right now on Island.
You can
Like
play
all
it
the games
whenever you
require
want.
you to
It
play with other
doesn't-
players.
It doesn't rely on anyone else being there. You can do it. Play it whenever you want. It'll give you faction XP too. A much lesser amount than like competitive games, obviously, but you will still be rewarded for playing it. So
a really cool bit about it as well is it's just kind of a server. You can play at your own pace, so people can just be chilling out on that server, chatting like they would do in a hub, or cheering on people trying to complete their runs.
Yeah, I will say we've had it just like set up for a little while on our development servers, and people just play it for fun, like on our team and testers, and just it's just there, and it's an enjoyable thing to go play all the time. So we're really excited to get it out for all you guys too.
Yep. And then afterwards, the second Parkour Warrior, well, okay, the 0.1 game mode of Parkour Warrior is sort of like the daily version of that, because Parkour Warrior is entirely generated, and that's why we asked the community to like to submit obstacles that we can add into these generators. So you have this like main course mode that has a bunch of courses that generate on currently we're going for like a monthly basis, and then you have this like daily challenge mode that is given alongside the battle pass. So, and then that'll give you like a daily challenge mode if you're really that sweaty. So then
so you can wake up and do your Parkour Warrior course each day if you want to.
Yeah. So then
make it part of your routine.
The second game mode, which we just won't really reveal much about, is the versus mode, where it's like it's PvP, basically. Well, not in like combat, obviously.
Yeah,
not combat.
You'll be versing
PvP.
other players.
It's versus. Yeah. We refer to it as versus.
You're not going to be fighting. There's no getting other players.
Because the first game mode is like your soloable mode. Your second one is where you verse other players, and it's very different to what you think it is.
It's very fun though. It's very fun.
It is
obstacles you were playing.
Stressful.
Obstacles you were playing on the course take a different form in this game mode in a way. They play very differently.
There is no punching. That would be there's no punching. But
it's definitely one of the most tense game modes, I think. It's
very
like
fun.
very fun.
Yeah.
All right, cool. We can move on from that. So Isaac's most excited about Parkour Warrior.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I thought we were moving on.
In particular,
well, do you want me to go for it?
Yeah, what did I miss?
Faction leveling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I did miss that. You're right.
I am most excited about the faction rewrite. So we did a bit of a restructure on the faction leveling system. And essentially, it means that you will be able to prestige your faction. So when you get to the top level of the current like faction level system, you'll be able to prestige.
Levels, you can prestige and then access a new 30 levels. So you'll be able to keep increasing your faction level. It won't reset to 0. It'll just be every 30 levels. There's a challenge which you complete, and then prestige to move on to the next 30 levels. And when you prestige, you'll get a really cool reward. You'll get a cooler faction icon in the chat. You'll get a bunch of cool stuff. It'll really show everyone how much time and loyalty you've dedicated towards your faction.
Including the thing that I'm most excited about, which I'm going to talk about it because it's not in yet, right? That's the crazy thing. It's not in and working yet, but it's like due anytime soon.
It's still worth talking about for sure.
Yeah, the faction, we refer to them as the faction icon that you have. You actually level that up as you progress in the prestiging. So the icon itself evolves. The faction icon evolves as you prestige. So you can actually you'll be able to see who the people who are in higher prestiges and stuff like that.
Yeah, you'll see it like above players' heads in the chat.
I'm most excited about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really cool.
As well as being able to see, like when you inspect someone, their progress in all the factions as well.
Yep.
All right, Kieran, what are you most excited about?
I'm actually, and it's not just because I spent a lot of time developing it, but I'm most excited for the wardrobe changes and cosmetic changes. Actually, it doesn't sound like much, but just a very small thing about cosmetics, like contributing to your trophies, is so very cool to see as you collect them all. These numbers go up, and every time you unlock something, it gives you more trophies. The thing about not being able to, not being forced to find the base cosmetic before you get variants as well. So any cosmetic that you get, you can put on immediately. There's no I have to wait for this other thing anymore. And there's a lot of cool things in that.
Should we just leak it?
Go on.
Wait, what? Like a picture of the tooltip? Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
it's finalized.
Yeah,
and then just
do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna leak it. I'm gonna leak it.
Get a good one. Get a good one.
Yeah.
The one on
is probably going to show up on the Reddit and
when you hover on the wardrobe, right? That one.
No, I'm hovering over one cosmetic.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay.
Do you know?
Yeah.
And it even has like a legacy one in there as well.
Oh, we get the
Yeah, I'm gonna leak it in the chat here. Okay, just gonna
So get ready to scroll
get
upward.
ready. Here we go. Just leaking it. Oh wait, should I leak it in announcements actually, so people don't have to scroll and find
Put it
it?
in island chat, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Hold on.
Island chat's
Please
probably
don't
better.
post this anywhere. Please don't. Do not do
Oh
it.
my god, leak. No, I'm gonna post it in announcements. There you go.
Oh, did you tag everyone?
No.
Why do I have a tag?
Okay.
Oh, it's just the old one.
There
There
we
it
go.
is, guys. Look at that.
There we go. It's
Yeah, so you can see the
wow,
variant
so
that
exciting.
chromas also contribute to your champion score as well. So like everything is trophies. Everything is bumping up your trophy count, and everything has a little counter, and it's very cool.
Legacy trophies are a different kind of trophies that are for all cosmetics that are no longer obtainable. So that's like the Founder's Crown, which people in open beta won't be able to get. Those things will give legacy trophies. It's also going to be a thing for certain seasonal cosmetics that will no longer be obtainable, etc.
Yeah, because we don't want it to be like unfair where people can't climb to the same trophy level as people who've been like in closed beta, and that's just impossible to compete with. So anyway, I think there's a lot more of a story in that picture than you think there is, and if you really look at it, and you'll understand why we're really excited about the new wardrobe system.
Yeah. Also, this is a very common thing that people have asked about, and it's like how much champion score will come from, or sorry, how much trophies will come from cosmetics versus badges. And for the moment, it'll be about half and half. Upon open beta, you will see about half of the trophies you earn come from the wardrobe, and half the trophies you earn come from badges. But that will change in the future. There will be more things that will
Can you
give
speak
trophies.
to the
That
distribution in
might change.
games as well?
What do you mean?
Nah, you're
I
getting
think-
too specific.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Careful.
Oh, like how many from each game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not
Well, that's-
really.
I don't
It's
even
a
know those numbers off the top of my
changing.
head.
Yeah,
Okay.
stuff changes. So
Yeah, those will change.
And then the quite cool thing, I know we speak a lot about setting the sort of foundation, but then the cool thing is that everything contributing to trophies will only increase in the future. The more things, the more systems we add, the more ways there'll be to get trophies. And
Trophies will just be how you show how good you are and how much progress you've done at literally everything. It won't just be cosmetic badges. Whenever we add a new system, a lot of the time it will be through badges. A lot of our systems will give you trophies through our badge system, but many other systems will just give you trophies through other stuff. So it'll be really cool. And we'll be adding a lot of stuff around trophies eventually to make them a lot cooler as well. But I don't want to get into specifics, obviously.
all right, what are you most excited about, Chase?
Game passes, actually. I think they're really, really cool. And questing editions, honestly. But game passes they're really great. I'm really excited to play with them. I think it's just, you're going to feel like every action you do in a game has a lot more weight to it. Like when you get a kill in BattleBox, that's going to feel a lot more important to you because it's worth a lot more. It does more stuff now. You know, it goes towards your badge, it goes towards your game pass, it goes towards you getting some extra XP. Like you just get so much stuff from that action. It goes towards your quests. There's so many things. So that's why I think game passes will be really exciting. They'll just make all your gameplay feel a lot more rewarding and exciting that you're working towards something. But I'm really excited for all the new quest stuff we're doing too.
All right, Daniel, what are you most excited about for open beta?
I think the course mode for Parkour Warrior, like it recently really came together, and it feels like a cool experience now. Like it really came together.
Nice. A lot of people asking about the new game. Whenever anyone says that, I really think they're talking about Parkour Warrior Versus Mode. I almost accidentally said the real name there. I think we've revealed the name.
I think
I don't really think there's any reason why we can't. It's not like it's going to tell.
We
them
haven't.
anything.
I mean,
Well,
maybe
it could.
We haven't. It could change.
Okay.
Unless you decide it is that name right now.
Oh yeah, I
Alright,
guess
right
that name has
now,
been pretty subject.
You
to
could
change.
do that. That'd be a bold choice.
Nah, we're not gonna. Nah, we'll reveal it when it drops. But the new game that everyone keeps bothering us about, that's not gonna be. You know, it'll be soonish because we have got it like working, and it is maybe some people I've noticed have discovered what it is, and yeah, it will come eventually soon. I don't know what else to say on it.
Yeah, there's not much else to say.
We'll drop it when we feel it's right.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know. There's actually going to be plenty to enjoy with Parkour Warrior.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah. There's so much content with that. Like it is a lot more than it it seems like.
And then all the games are getting like loads of new maps as well.
Oh yeah, we
So,
haven't even
I feel
said
like we
anything
shouldn't-
about
yeah.
that.
So many
Yeah.
as well. I
Yeah.
saw the numbers today. I was given the formal numbers. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
this is great.
There's a
It's-
big
it's like
map
a
drop as
surprising
soon as
amount of
open
maps,
beta
yeah.
comes out.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Oh god, let's not
Especially
overhype it.
especially in To Get to the Other Side.
Someone's
I'll
going to
say
be
that.
like, they promised 100 maps.
Well, nothing like that, obviously.
It's not.
It's
100.
a lot. It's a lot of maps. I keep seeing this one.
All
I
right.
guess.
Cool.
Friend's
go on.
system is gonna get overhauled soon.
No.
And it will. And it
No. Why are you saying that?
I
No,
am
it's
saying that.
this is not.
Not soon,
Chase
but
is lying.
eventually. I'm not.
Chase
I'm not
is
lying.
lying.
It's coming. Eventually, it's coming.
There's a big war internally on the
No,
Friends
no, we've
system.
decided on it. No, the war. The two main
Oh,
people
no.
in that war have come to a resolution. You
All
are
right,
wrong.
all right.
There is an internal war on the Friends system. Okay.
There was an armistice, a ceasefire. The war was come to a close. We have resolved the war. There was compromise. We had peace treaties. We are good. There is a conclusion. New
Yeah,
friends.
that one's a different kind of soon. That's
Yeah, that's a
that's
different kind of
a different soon. Yeah.
But
Soon,
you'll-
depending,
we'll
maybe.
figure it
Who
out.
knows?
God, so many people are asking about that. I've seen so many questions.
It's
about
really
that.
There's
funny.
another question. Our game's gonna have solo, duo, and trio modes now. Well, we can talk about one mode potentially, right? Do you want to talk about that or not?
Oh please! I've seen this question so many times.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
but there's a particular person in the community that will come after me if you confirm this right now.
and
because
you don't want to. Is that
Because there was a war about it in the community somewhere.
right?
Yeah, but we've internally come to a
about
conclusion. So I feel like
An opinion on which one is the better,
But we've already decided.
yeah, we know what it's gonna be.
Okay, phrase it as in like we want to do this.
Okay.
That's
I
always
will
the best way.
say that we are looking to do another Sky Battle group size in games. Right?
Don't give.
Is
don't
that the
tell 'em which
answer you're
one, though.
looking for? I don't know what you're trying to direct.
That was
me
a
to.
good.
Anything.
That was good. That was good because
Yeah?
yes, because the war was
Another version other than quads, yes. And it
Yeah,
will be
because the
smaller than quads. It won't be bigger.
It'll be
That would be a
8-person
bit
teams.
silly,
We're
wouldn't
gonna
it?
do 8-person teams.
the war between solo and duo. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
good that we're not confirmed with the one that we think we should pick.
But we know which one it is. So yeah, we'll just leave you guys to theorize. But it'll come.
That was funny. 0-person teams. Let's go. Okay, so I guess the answer there is like we've got one plan for Sky Battle. For the other ones, I don't think
not right now. It
doesn't
doesn't
make sense
make
for anything else.
not at the moment really.
Yeah, eventually not yet though.
I think it could make sense for Battle Box, but we haven't really considered it yet.
Yeah.
We haven't thought too much about that.
There will never be 5 people battle box. Oh, unless you meant 5 team. No,
No, I'm
No,
not
what?
talking
5
anything
people?
about that.
no.
I'm just
sorry,
thinking.
someone in the
Oh.
chat said it. I thought that was
Right.
that was a weird idea.
Anyway, I've seen a lot of Grand Champ Royale questions. Yes, it's coming with open beta. It'll be out upon open beta release. You'll be able to buy it. We're not confirming price yet, but yeah, it'll be there. It'll have a bunch of new perks, bunch of new stuff. It's great. It'll give you. Can I confirm Stefan? The one new thing that it's definitely gonna have that we actually I don't. You know which one I'm talking about?
No,
Okay.
TeamSpeak.
All right, hang on. I mean, I think that we can confirm. Can I get here, Kieran? You also please tell me if this is happening or not, because I don't even know.
New
if you wanted
questions come in. What is TeamSpeak?
Oh,
No,
I mean,
Is that coming? Can we confirm that?
It's
No.
like on the backlog,
yeah,
It hasn't been
let's-
scheduled, so I wouldn't
let's
confirm it.
let's think about that.
I know people are asking about it. That's why I want to. Okay, that's fine. We don't have to say anything. But new perks. It'll have stuff. It'll be good. Yes, it'll be out.
I feel like there was something else.
There's so many different things. It's hard to keep track of
Um,
everything in your head, really.
wait,
To
did
answer the
we-
question.
hold on. Noctis is saying
Okay.
we said we'd have 2 games in open beta. Did we?
Yeah, we did sort of say that there was also going to be the other one, if you remember. We did actually say that. in
Did we
post.
actually? And we
Well,
said
I
that
think we
publicly.
said
I don't
we
think we
said
said the
we'd
open
be
beta one.
releasing with one and another one coming later.
Soon after,
which
but I think
is-
it,
yeah,
but it was in the original plan that it would be where the other parkour game mode is releasing now.
yeah, we've
Right, okay.
kind of flipped
I
it
can't
around
remember
a little
what-
bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
things change. It's just
Yeah,
reality
it's
of
just coming later now because
how
of
this
timelines.
works.
Wait, it must have been in that January update, surely.
It was. Well, yeah, it was whenever we posted that
Hold on.
development thing.
Right, you take the next question. I'm going to prove this right now.
There's a quick question I saw. Someone asking if Meltdown will be added to MCC Island, and yes, we very much do want to add Meltdown to MCC Island. We don't
You
know.
hear that? He said, we want to.
Yeah,
Mind his phrasing.
You see, that's good vague phrasing.
we
In
bet. Yeah,
general, I can answer all of the questions related to like, is X game, is Y game coming? In general, eventually, every game would be nice to have on MCCi.
well,
right?
when
Alright.
when we
Hold
talk
it.
about build
Almost-
mart, it's not
almost
like
all
we
of them.
want exactly
I'm
to
not talking about it
Get
that
that
way.
day.
I just
I'm
mean
about to. Hold on,
there
let me just
isn't-
cancel the community right now.
But yeah,
Alright, I'm going to read this to you.
oh
Sorry, do you want to? Actually, you finish.
yeah,
first.
I'll just finish. Yeah, Meltdown is one of our games which is on the near the top of the list. So yeah, we'll try. We'll see when that comes out. But yeah, we do want that on the server.
All right, I'm about to read this from the January open beta update. With the open beta release, you can expect us to always be working on and releasing new games and content. This is everything. Wait, that's not the paragraph I wanted to read. Hold on. We've currently got 2 new games in development, which was true, that we aim to release shortly after the open beta goes live. You see?
Right. Which,
And then,
but, I
okay,
mean,
and then I'm going to ignore that next bit.
Right. No, we
It
were
says-
originally sort of implying that it would come out very soon after, but it will now be later than that.
a bit less.
Wait.
Oh, I
in
think,
time.
you know what? I think we changed the plan. Did we change the plan? Hold on.
We did change the plan later on, but when we posted that, the plan was what I have consistently vaguely implied. So
Okay, we've changed the plan. And we changed it. We changed the plan. That's
yes, that
that other- other game
other
mode one,
game will be
yeah.
coming later,
yeah, that other game is not like 2 weeks later. It's more like a little bit later.
a little bit later.
A little
Yeah.
bit later. Yeah. When we're happy with it. We've got to be happy with it to release it. Like we're not going to
Yeah, it
release
needs- it
something that we
needs to
think like,
be-
well,
it
that's
needs-
crap.
I think we were at that point in time, because that was a while ago at this point, more convinced that we were going to get it to a place where we were happy with it in time.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
there's
we've
been so much
been
other stuff to do.
working on
that has
other
not
stuff.
happened.
Yeah.
And we sidelined it, and then we were like, oh, damn, it's May already.
Yeah, we need that.
I saw quite a fun question, which was, will MCC Island always stay updated to the latest version? Generally speaking, yes. Like Mojang keep giving us so many new cool things to use, and we want to get our hands on all of them as soon as we can. So generally speaking, we will always stay up to date with the latest version. We're not going to end up stuck on one version forever and ever. We won't update like straight away. You'll see when we did this recent update that we waited for everyone to have time to update and for any mods or clients to update and things like that. But yes, we are going to keep up to date pretty much always.
I love this question. Can you add build mart to MCCi, or what games are not being added to MCCi?
There's nothing
I like the
that's,
options
like,
there.
Completely off the list.
Look, we're not.
But it's just build mart is just not a priority amongst the other games. Unfortunately.
And do you know
Yeah,
what's funny, right? That like, I was like, bingo's never being added to the server. And then there was like a couple of people, I think Chase, you included, that was like, what? Bingo would be sick on the server.
Bingo is good, and we've actually played bingo like recently a couple times. It got played in the obviously April Fools, and we played it in an internal test recently as well. And both of those times, everyone was like, "Damn, this is actually kind of fun. I like this game mode." And I was like, "See, I told you."
All
Good.
right.
Now we have a bingo non-believer in the
Yeah.
stage.
It's all a process. There's so many things that go into adapting games and developing them and making them work on Island. That, yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
I think it's clear that sometimes like a game just cannot be translated to Island as it is, right? But we can come up with ideas of how to make it work. I think the first time you'll like very, very clearly see that is with the addition of the new Parkour Warrior versus mode. You'll see how we can take the concept of Parkour Warrior and entirely kind of like switch it up into something unique, and it just works in a server environment that's very different from the event.
Pretty different as well, but like that is what things might be. It still is Parkour Warrior, like fundamentally, but there's a lot of it that has changed to support that multiplayer format, and we can keep doing that. But that takes time, so it's not as simple as like, hey, let's go grab the game from event and slap it onto Island. Like, we got to take that time to transition it. We have to do a lot of stuff to it to make that work. So we want them all, but eventually, and we want them. Like, we want them, guys. We want the games. I watch event every month, and I sit there and I go, damn, I wish we had all the games on Island. And like, we all feel the same about that as you guys. Obviously, we want to do that. It just takes time, and there's a lot to consider.
Yeah, and I think the really fun thing about these two Parkour Warrior ones is the other one, the second one. It feels like Parkour Warrior, but it's very different. But it still feels fundamentally the same. And it's just such a cool game. I'm just very excited for it.
Yeah, they both have different reasons to play.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Huey, cool question from Huey. I remember seeing something on YouTube Gaming, and there was something named Dynamite Dodgeball by you guys. Will that be an MCCi? I don't know. Do you want it to be? Did you like the look of it? Should we?
I think it could be added to MCCi.
Yeah,
I think that would be pretty
maybe.
cool.
Maybe.
Why not?
Do you think that would fix the server if we added that game?
I don't know about that.
Fix the server.
Yeah, that's what it needs.
That's how you refer to everything. Every live ops game that anyone plays, the next feature is designated to fix the game.
Yep.
That's how it works.
Can we like say something about this so I stop seeing it?
You can use the word "we want."
Sure. All right. Yeah. Tournaments. Yes, we want that. Eventually, we have some ideas. They might come. We might have that eventually. There will be potentially tournaments on the server where they have prizes and stuff, obviously like in-game prizes. And that's a thing that we want to do. And they will hopefully come eventually.
Yeah, I think the important thing to know is that the open beta release is sort of like the start of a new chapter, and that's what it's going to feel like. Okay, a lot of progression systems are going to be completely redone. You're still going to have the 4 games plus Parkour Warrior, and then plus the other Parkour Warrior versus mode. So some stuff will like feel the same, but at the same time, just like different. And yeah, new story, new chapter. Also, someone asked, will the MCCi Island website see any changes? The answer is yes. There will be kind of a big overhaul of how the forums work as well. So I think it's for the best. I'm not totally happy with the way that the forums function. I think the website and forum look nice, but the way they function isn't great. And that's something that we definitely knew and definitely felt, and that's gonna hopefully get fixed. We'll see. It's always an experimental thing to trial it. Will closed beta stats be archived? Michael?
I haven't actually spoken to Michael about this yet, but yes, they will. They will.
Okay.
So here you go, Michael. You've found it out.
It has not been consulted. We have not consulted with the relevant developer. on whether the closed beta stats will be archived, but yes,
But
most
you
likely.
guys have leaderboards now, so like you can take pictures. You can do that.
No, but the archive was
Your
seriously
screenshots.
cool. It was
Yeah, I know. I
seriously
agree.
cool.
I'm
It
just
was
saying,
very
like,
cool. Yeah.
Worst case scenario, if we do not have that for whatever reason, like you guys can document that.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that a lot of people have asked about in the chat as well, and I know it's been answered 1 or 2 times, but talking about like, will I be able to see my stats online? Will I be able to access some dev API to see my like leaderboards and stuff? And the answer to all of that is like yes, eventually. Obviously, we want to focus on stuff first, right? And then when we have some more time in the future, we're gonna we'll be able to start introducing like more ways to view your things in game from out of game. But it's not a massive priority right now.
Yeah, and a lot of it entirely depends on how good you guys are at like pulling and roping your friends into MCCi Island. If you rope more of your friends into MCCi Island, then we'll make them quicker. All right, that's a threat. All right. No, it's not a threat.
or
That's
a
a
promise.
trade. No, it's a
Yeah,
trade.
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it?
Trade,
it's a
trade offer. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Like really, like pressure them. Okay, make them feel bad, and to the point that they might even stop being your friend.
Yep, it's worth it.
We should probably maybe answer a few more questions. I think we're almost at the end, right?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I keep seeing this one. Will we ever have login streaks? Sort of. Yes, there are some plans for features that involve that eventually. Yes, that will maybe be a thing soon-ish.
Do people want shields in Sky Battle?
No, what's wrong
Is
with
that
you
a thing?
people?
Someone asked about that.
What is wrong with you?
There we
Oh,
go.
I
Okay,
see
think-
it. I see a
think that answered it.
question.
Oh my god, this is the
Thank
way.
you guys.
Do you know what?
I'm glad
We
we're on the
should-
same page about that.
We should be doing this when we like when we're like, oh, is that what the community wants? Like, we should just be like running one of these and then just see how fast the no's come through.
Yeah.
There's a question here. Can we add Epic Landlord to MCCi? Yes, we will be adding Epic Landlord to MCCi. He will be playing with you throughout many games on MCCi.
Okay, wait.
Probably a lot of Parkour Warrior.
Yes,
Let's do that.
mainly Parkour Warrior.
Let's do that question thing again. Hold on. Do people like want a fishing system on MCC Island?
Okay. Well, look. I mean,
Okay.
that's democracy. That's...
I see you, Daniel. You thought you'd slip by, but I saw
There's
you.
bots. I can see all the bots.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We hired them.
Our plan chase has been leaked.
Fuck.
Let's try another one. Do people actually like battle passes?
Oh boy. Sometimes.
Oh, that one's a mixed
Oh,
one. That is a
yeah.
mixed. That's
Don't worry, we have
interesting.
ours is one of the good ones, guys.
Do people want Noxite to be added to MCCi?
Wait, hold on. No, that's not fair. You can't ask.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's actually quite mixed. All right.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. You're part of a conversation.
Well, yeah. Anyway, I wanted to answer the mixed bag of the battle pass question, and I just want to say like, well, tough. All right, because we've made it already.
Yeah.
It's in there, and you know.
It's
guess
really
the-
not. It's
I
really
guess the
not
coolest-
that invasive. It's
Yeah, the
pretty
coolest thing.
straightforward.
No, I will say, the coolest thing about battle passes is that because they only last for a period of time, they are incredibly easy as a progression system to just like completely reinvent. And I know Call of Duty does it as well, right? Like they do it every game rather than like in its own game. But they seem to like reinvent how their battle pass works. So.
Yep.
So I don't know. There's a lot of freedom to them. Yeah, and I think
if it's not working or if everyone hates it, then like we'll make it better. You know.
yeah, personally, I like battle passes. Sometimes some games don't do them very well, but some do.
Yeah, and we've all experienced really horrible battle passes here. Like I know what bad battle passes feel like, and I saw one very recently, and I was like,
Yeah.
thank God ours is literally nothing like that. Like,
All of us game a lot in modern
we know
gaming, so
what a
know.
good battle pass
Yeah,
looks
we
like,
know.
and we have a good battle pass in our opinions, at the very least.
Yeah, I think it's good to know that these battle passes are being developed not by like a group of people in suits sitting in a boardroom.
Yeah.
we're all gamers here. We all play the games. We all know what we like.
We've all
important part.
subscribed to like 5 different battle passes. We know.
Yeah,
Wait,
I
you
bought
guys
one
are
yesterday actually. So
You guys aren't wearing a suit?
I'm in pajamas right now, as I
No.
am usually. So no, similar to a suit.
Anyway, you better buy the damn battle pass, okay? Swear down. Because otherwise, we'll make it like so bloody good that you can't say no. We'll shove everything into it. We'll be like, right, you can't play Sky Battle anymore until you've bought the battle pass. Yeah, then we'll see.
Yeah, it'll never be anything like that.
Yeah, well,
that will
see how it
never
goes.
happen. He's joking.
Yeah, this is /J. This is /J. We'll put that out
that's
there.
it. Clip it.
Clip it.
Oh dear.
No, really, the battle pass will just be like, hey, you get a bunch of rewards for free, and do you want a bunch of bonus rewards? You can buy it. That's it. That's literally all.
Yeah, it has a
like,
free road. Okay, has a free
and
road.
the free road has the same number of rewards as the paid road. It's not one of those things where it's like you get 5 rewards on the free road and 50 on the premium.
And one of the nice things about it as well is I think in some games, battle passes you can only progress on if you're good at certain things or you play certain things more than others. But I think what's quite nice about this one is it doesn't really matter how you play MCCi
Do whatever you want. It just gets
Yeah,
progressed by the faction
pretty
XP
much.
you earn. So
Yeah.
there's not like a daily action limit or anything. Just whenever you earn faction XP, it goes towards your battle pass. Like that's it. That's the system. Earn faction XP, get rewards. Half the rewards are free, half the rewards require the pass. That's the whole
Ooh.
system. It's really not that invasive.
All right. Let's stop repeating. Let's stop repeating and start threatening.
All right.
Well. Please answer the bedrock question. What was the bedrock? Is it
I
Bedrock?
can answer. It's not coming to bedrock. We have no plans for it. It's far too much work than anyone thinks. We have to recode 70% of the server. So very unfortunately, bedrock support will not be happening for the foreseeable future into infinity. Sadly, but yeah.
You'll probably get all the MCC games before you get Bedrock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get a lot of things before you get that. Will it maybe happen at some point? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe.
Yeah, you'll probably get
I think we'd all like for it to be feasible, but it is very tricky.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
You'll
server was
probably
developed
get
for
the battle
Java,
pass
like-
removed before getting the bedrock. Wait, did that make sense? I think that makes
Will
sense.
drivable vehicles
that
come to
joke makes
MCCi
sense.
sometime? That's a great question. Which I will not answer.
You'll probably see that second game mode we released in open beta before you see.
Oh, I keep saying this one too. No modifiers in Hole in the Wall TGT. That might be a private lobby thing eventually, but that's not the plan for the main game mode. No. So maybe you'll be able to play without them there if you'd like to, but otherwise, they are going to stay in the main games.
I mean, I guess we can answer that question. So the question here really is like, will private lobbies have custom settings? And we're not there yet on the answer of that. So the answer is yes, eventually. Whether the first iteration of private lobbies will allow you to customize to that depth, that is yet to be decided. So you will be able to obviously pick the map to begin with, but picking like game mode options is a little bit more of an advanced feature, and that might just come later.
Yeah, but there's so much stuff we'd like to do, like so much customization options. We just have to figure out which of them are feasible, which of them are easy, which we can do, whatever, and then we'll do them or not do them, depending.
Pets.
Oh, and I keep seeing this question. Oh, hang on, I'm team speaking this one.
And we all wait patiently.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, waiting for that.
I'm working on it. That. Do you know what I mean by that?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
That's a Stefan
Yeah.
thing. Stefan, how would you like to approach that one?
I can. Okay, the way I'll answer that, I guess, is like the design that we want to approach with private lobbies. Basically, with private lobbies, right? You have
Your mic is.
this is
not
the
on.
design of private lobbies because we haven't started like well, I'd say started because we haven't got to the point of development in the private lobbies. I can't. This is not an answered question, but I'll talk. I can say like what we want with private lobbies is for it to obviously be able to where you can like invite people into it, right? With the party invite and blah blah blah. But also to be able to like use a code, so you can like open your private lobby and then share your code, for example. So if you're like I don't know streaming or in a Discord community, you can just like pop the code out. People can use the code to join the private lobby, and then yeah. So yeah, it's sort of like how Among Us works, right?
Yeah, what he's trying to say is anyone will be able to join them, and beyond that, we're not sure yet about creating.
Well, that's controllable, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
We're
set. You'll
figuring
be able to
out-
set that privacy setting.
Yeah, you'll be able to set who can join and whatever, and anyone can join regardless of their rank or whatever. But in terms of who can make them, we're still kind of figuring that out. So we don't have a definite for you yet there. But anyone will be able to interact with them
Oh,
for sure.
I will just 100% confirm that. Like private lobbies will be behind
It'll be-
a monetized
Something
subscription.
behind something paid. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, the
monetized. No,
subscription? Okay, you want to
straight up, it will be behind a subscription because it costs. It's quite expensive to be able to allow private lobbies. So, but that's just the host will only have to pay. It's just one of those cases where just the host will have to pay the monthly.
That subscription will be
and that's it.
more than the private lobbies, though. To be clear, it won't just be a private lobby subscription. It'll be a bunch of stuff. But we do eventually want to have something like that. Yes.
Yeah, you can expect like a MCCi like monthly subscription. You get a bunch of stuff in it, including.
It won't require
I'll
the top
answer.
rank or anything, though. This is not a rank. This is something else. It does not require the top rank or anything. It's not like that.
Yeah, that is a good point.
But it's not feasible to not have it be that in terms of having private lobbies. Like it's not cost effective for it to not be a subscription, which is why it has to be a subscription. As much as obviously we would like it for everyone, like it costs a lot of money to make that a reality.
What's going on?
What is that? I don't understand. I don't understand that question. Oh, a mini MCC for the community. What does that mean?
It means like a smaller version of the tournament on the server, I assume.
Wait, what? I don't know.
I think didn't we speak about this? We spoke about this a bit in the last dev Q&A, if I recall correctly.
The one
like
where
we're never gonna add the event onto Island, but it I think we spoke about the possibility of being able to play. And this is eventually in the future. It'll be some sort of evolution of like private lobbies where you can, play a few games in a row, kind of thing.
Yeah, you'll be able to make tournament stuff.
Yeah. It's not gonna.
Lobbies. Yeah.
It's not gonna be MCC, but on Island. But it's the sort of thing you'll be able to use to have that kind of experience and play that kind of game.
Yeah, and one of the goals of private lobbies is to allow you guys to make those. So there will obviously eventually, we don't know when or if or whatever, hopefully be the types of stuff that allow you to simulate an event to the best of your ability, whether that's like
definitely
games and stuff like that. We want to make that a thing, obviously.
Okay,
yeah, I think. Oh no, go on.
No, I'm moving on to another subject. If you wanted to finish.
No, I was just going to say it's sort of like the goals for private lobbies are streamers, little community like tournaments, games with a big bunch of your friends. They're the sort of things we're looking to all get in one. So we won't be anything specifically targeting one of those. It'll be something nice for everyone essentially. Okay. Anyway, go. Move on.
Okay, there's this question that keeps coming up with pets. People keep asking like pets for MCC Island. It's not in the current it's not in the current roadmap basically. So but
have a crazy idea for it that might come eventually.
Yeah, but there's a really cool idea for it. So it's a case where we want to do pets. We just haven't decided when the best time to do.
You can expect fishing system and apartment system to come out before we do pets, and those are two massive systems that will come not soon and will take a lot of time to make and be very big. So pets not soon, but eventually, potentially after those two systems, and probably some other ones that we haven't even revealed yet. But maybe
pets are not just an aesthetic thing. There's more to them.
Yeah, they'll do stuff. They're not going to be a cosmetic type. Our idea for them is that they would do stuff. What that stuff is.
That's what we want.
Have fun speculating.
We should say that. That's what we want.
Well, yeah, the whole thing
we haven't got there yet.
It's all a hypothetical. So that is,
Also, no, we're not going to release a public roadmap ever. I'll just say
things
ever.
change too much internally.
Do you know what's really funny? When we did the MCC event, I posted a message and saying that we will never do a server based on it, and then eventually, a year later, completely changed on that. So I love using that word "never," but we're just not.
Obviously, we're going to communicate.
We're not that level of structure. We're just not that level of company in terms of, unbelievably strict deadlines and blah blah blah. Because we'd
also like to be quite reactive, I think, as well.
Right.
We're not developing things years in advance. We want to see what people like, see what people want more of, and do that. And if we had a public roadmap, we'd just be changing it all the time. So there's no point, it wouldn't be useful.
But we do have kind of content pillars and certain things that we want to release, and we communicate them. You guys know we want to do an apartment system, and we will have an open line of communication about what's happening with that, because that's a feature we know is happening. So there are certain things that are set in stone that we know are coming, that we vaguely have an idea of when we'd like them to come, and we'll communicate that over time. Just as we're doing for this open beta cycle where we're hey, let's tell you guys what stuff is coming and release updates about it and tell you what's going on. We will continue to do that for other stuff in the future, just not in the form of a roadmap, which is an incredible commitment that no one is ready to make.
Yeah, it's a lot of work to maintain one of those things, really. And as much as I'd love to be the kind of, team that has public bug lists and public roadmaps and stuff, it's a lot of work.
This is a live ops game.
Yeah.
All the time. And honestly, Mojang could release some crazy feature for 1.21 or whatever, and then we're whoa, we should make a system around that, and then it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's so reliant on all these external factors.
Yeah, or Chase wakes up one day, has a shower, and goes, "Damn, this is the next fishing system," and then we're okay, cool, let's go. yeah, trawling or deep sea diving.
We're doing dredge. We're doing dredge MCCi.
Oh, that would be the dream.
There is a lot of spam about this Technoblade tribute. I guess I'll just answer it. We'll think about it. It's we'll figure it out. Let us figure it out, please, in the way that we'd like to. Thanks.
It's important to us too.
Yeah, come on. Not fair. Technoblade was really important to MCC though. Did a lot. But yeah, I just can't. Yeah, it's difficult to answer the question. So that's my answer to the question. Hope that's good enough. All right. Are parties ever going to be more than 4 people? That's
probably
an interesting one.
Probably not, because private lobbies, but maybe, who knows? Possible.
Yeah, there has to be reason for it, and currently all the games are sort of based around this, 4 people thing, and there's no reason to go above that.
We don't really have a reason yet.
Yeah,
I think the reasons to have it will be replaced by private lobbies when we have them. Wanting to go into a game with all your friends, that's what private lobbies will solve. And bigger parties, it has to come with a better reason for it, really.
Well, yeah, bigger parties create other issues like, hey, now you can, I don't know, cheat badges or game rewards or whatever.
And
because
it splits.
always
How do we
is your
split
friend,
them from
right?
games and
So
things like that? There's lots of
that is
thoughts
why
around
private
it.
lobbies are going to solve those problems, basically.
Is there an MCCi storyline? Have you been paying attention for the last
Developing
4 years?
Yeah, there's
This
stuff
is the
going on.
storyline. We've been living in
Very,
it.
very real story.
Will there
There's
be
so
more
much.
and
There's
more?
so much lore and fun to explore if you just go around the hub and look about and pay attention to things, go see the secrets. There's a lot of world building and fun in this. And
There are several systems of stuff that we would like to bring to the island that will bring about more of a feeling of immersion and world building. And they will come in the future. They're very important to us, but they're obviously lower priority than like fresh
Immersion.
systems. Yeah,
We're talking about lore here.
lore, the secrets, all of them.
Yes, there is the loose lore, but like, it's not. This is not marketable level of lore here. Okay, so
We are actually going to start producing cinematic trailers, though. Like
No,
$1 million
no, we're not.
cinematic trailers.
oh, that's quite a nice question. I just saw someone ask. Will we have a behind the scenes for how stuff gets developed? I mean, partially, these Q&A sessions are like behind the scenes. For coding and development specific stuff, we'd like to do some nice blog posts at some point talking about some of the cool ways we use our tech. But we're all a bit busy at the moment trying to release. So
Yeah.
that's priority number one.
And also, we're talking like behind the scenes of a remote company where everyone's
in
their own bedroom.
We do want to be more open and communicative
that.
about what's going on, though. Like, I would love to give updates on what's happening more frequently than we have been doing.
Yeah, these Q&As are fun. We're going to keep doing them.
Such
Essentially.
unfair. Will you make sure you have a good marketing team?
We do have a good marketing team.
You know what? You know what, Zimoki?
You have been making sure.
You are our marketing team, all right? And that's why you need to pressure all your friends.
Oh.
Okay, nice. Yeah, we're all marketing.
You have been
We placed
recruited.
the responsibility onto you.
What an honor.
Volunteer work, to be clear.
Well, it was more so of a question, just will you make sure you do some good marketing so that you get players?
Yes, we're very
Yes, we will try.
We've actually been talking to this crazy phenomenon thing that happens on Minecraft every month. There's this crazy event that happens, and we're in talks with them to use some of the marketing there. We're considering adapting to their branding a bit. Yeah, MC Championship. It's a crazy thing.
Yeah, we'll try. It's it's as much as people want to play the server, I guess. So
we're very excited for all of the TikToks that will be made with Parkour
Right.
Warrior at the bottom of the screen. Yeah.
That's the weirdest thing about Minecraft servers, right? Is that there's not many games that tell you straight up how many players are playing them. If you play League of Legends, for example, it isn't just some number at the top that's 50,000 players online or something. So it's really interesting how the numbers seeing something kind of affect your general player. But so yes, Steam does report player counts, but it's not in your face. It's not in front of you. So actually, a very small amount of players ever see that. But I think in closed beta, when because in closed beta we knew that the numbers were going to go quite low, especially in the mornings and stuff, because we're not a localized server that that can hit a lot of other time zones, and there's not much we still haven't got much going on in the closed beta environment either. So I feel like we actually made some pretty good changes to help towards some of the queue times and kind of leading players together in those kind of low player count periods. And I
Yeah,
think, yeah,
We obviously anticipate that there will be a lot more players online once we hit open beta for obvious reasons, like server being open, more content being available, stuff like that. So we don't expect that like you'll see queue time issues or anything like that. I mean, they've been pretty good throughout open beta, as long as you're not playing at an unorthodox time of day.
Yeah.
So I think you can just expect them to be a lot better. They already were not that bad, and now they will be a lot better. So I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, and I think the natural life of a live ops game or a server is just like, you release something, it's really hype for a while, and then the player counts start dropping, and then you release something new, and then it comes up for a while, and then it starts dropping. And it's just like, that's how it works. There is nothing, special about that.
There's no secret to it other than just release good content and people will come and play the stuff.
Yeah.
And we will. There's so much stuff still to release, so
There's a lot of stuff still to release. Yeah.
But I think progression system wise, open beta will give people a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah.
A
And there's
lot.
so many more things that are new and coming out soon. Like there's so many things that we're like, all right, and this, and this, and this, that we're just
We just
stacking
need
onto this
to-
massive pile.
We just need to release our PvE game mode. That is not in the plans or anything right now.
But you can have one for event,
Okay.
yeah.
We need to make a PvE game mode where everyone just like grinds.
Yeah, we're gonna release MCCi Island Skyblock. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm starting on it tonight. It'll be done by tomorrow.
Oh.
I mean, they'd be called islands, right?
Of course, MCCi Island. That is what it is.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, build mart PvE game mode. Right? Yeah.
Mm.
I know. Look, we're going to release some cool stuff. Hopefully people find it cool.
Sands of Mart.
Very
that's the plan.
meaningful.
That's the plan for the new PvE game. Sands of Mart.
Will faction bases have a use in the future? Yes, hopefully.
They will eventually. Yes. There are lots of really cool plans for those. They're just not as high priority as other things, but we really, really have a lot of amazing ideas for what the faction system could be, and just really fueling that spirit of rivalry and actually feeling like you're a part of something. We love that, and that's why we have factions on MCCi Island. So, like, obviously, we're going to build content around that when we have the time.
All right. We should probably wrap this up. Maybe with one more good question.
We should end on a fun one. End on a fun question.
Yeah, do you have one? Because this audience hasn't been very good at bringing up ones.
I mean,
Bit
we
of
had
fun.
one where
I'm kidding,
someone
I'm
asked
kidding.
if we were ruling the world. So, hello, I'm back.
Welcome
Hello.
back.
I really screwed up that burn. Really messed that up.
Yeah, it didn't have the
I
you
didn't-
didn't
I
have the
just couldn't-
commitment behind it.
I didn't get
Last
it right.
questions, guys. Making fun.
How should I have said it? I should have been like, "Oh, have you got a fun one?" Because this audience can't come up with one.
You're just still digging. You just get out of it.
Always.
Just
Can't do it.
Just stop, man. Just stop.
oh, that's a great question. Will we see MCC Island become MCC Continent?
Yes.
Oh.
And then MCC World. And then
Oh, it's just
MCC
funny.
Solar System and MCC Galaxy.
Yeah, we'll
And
just
The
take over
MCC
air.
Cinematic Universe.
All right, you got it. What was supposed to be before Island?
What?
Just
What's
a
smaller
rock.
than an island?
A
Like we're
rock.
There are
going
a lot of things
larger,
smaller
but
than an
what's the
island.
opposite? What's the
We had a
opposite?
beach before.
MCC Puddle.
MCC beach.
MCC Pebble.
Puddle. Pebble.
Puddle.
MCC spot on the gravel.
Oh, I would love to answer this question publicly. When we run out of holes in the main lobby for games, we'll add more holes or solve it in some other way.
We'll just,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We'll just
we
stop
got it, guys.
digging,
Don't
mate.
worry. It'll be okay.
Oh god, I didn't even think about that. Like we're literally gonna run out of holes.
Yeah, we had
It's
Yeah.
like
this is news to us. This is news to us.
The thing is, it's quite hard for us to find all these holes because Hole in the Wall obviously uses a lot of them.
There
So
are a lot of
we may
holes in
have
that
to
game.
pull some of them out from that game and put them
Yeah.
in the lobby, but it'll be fine. We'll manage.
Yeah,
Fix
just
it
as
now.
the hub will be restructured for all the new shops and stuff that we're
Oh,
adding
man.
to open beta, it'll be
We're gonna have to
restructured
get
when
the
we add to the game.
removals in again as well. It's gonna
Yeah.
take a lot of time.
What is
Oh,
that
dear.
question? Just what servos do you use? Minecraft Realms. I told you.
We do not use
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Told you we use Minecraft Realms.
Which is why you connect through your multiplayer client.
Oh dear.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
think that's the end. unless
oh,
there's-
Thanks, everybody.
Oh,
no,
hold on.
Ty Cario says cars. When you learn how to drive, bud.
Yeah, when are
Oh.
we releasing the hit movie Cars 4? Or is it 5? How many have they made? I need this for the joke.
have
It needs to be. The
3.
jokes need to be accurate. They need to
Yeah, they
be.
made 3,
Can't be
didn't they?
wrong.
So it is Cars 4. All right, good. We will be releasing Cars 4 at 8 p.m. EST tonight.
All right.
Okay, let's
I've had a
wrap
lot
this
of
one
fun
up.
with this.
Yeah, this
is
has
a
been a
lot-
good
yeah,
one.
This was fun.
Maybe we should do when the server shuts. Maybe we'll do one then, eh?
Yeah, maybe we
and
should.
we'll just sit here laughing.
Yes, like ha ha ha.
No, we should live stream us being on the closed
Yeah,
server.
just walking around the hub going like,
Oh.
we're here and you can't be. Ha ha.
Yeah, I don't see anybody.
It's
Where's
really
everybody?
mean.
How come
It's
you
such
guys
a
aren't here?
shame.
What's going on?
Thank you guys. Hope you all enjoyed this Q&A, this chat. To be fair, it became more of a podcast towards the end, so well, hope you all enjoyed
That's
it.
good. That's good. We should run them like podcasts because,
Okay.
like, we're not. You know when you see those Q&As with all the big video game companies and stuff, and you're like, man, this is so professional. We're not that. We're not that. All right. We run a Minecraft server.
Very true.
We get to have a bit of fun. We get to say things accidentally, go back on them, say, "Whoops, did we promise that? Well, we've changed that." And then
Let's bring
no
Nox
game
Pod back,
companies ever do
yes.
that.
yeah, we get
So-
to threaten
Yeah,
the
no,
community
definitely.
a little bit, and yeah, good fun.
Don't know. Cool. Well, thank you everyone. We'll speak to you again soonish.
Soon. More of this soon.
More of
More
this.
questions. After we release more content that you guys can ask us questions about, or more information about content.
And then more answers too.
more
Ooh.
answers to those questions we will provide for you.
God, I hope we don't release open beta and everyone's like, "What the hell is this shit?"
It's okay, guys. It's really good. Don't worry.
It's great. Right, I'm gonna end the event now. So bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.